Hi everyone, Melissa Wick here. Welcome and thank you for joining me for practice today. This is an intentional yoga flow where we'll begin the practice with some grounding offerings. So really tuning into our breath and working on stabilizing to prepare ourselves for some uplifting energy, inviting in some gentle twists and some breath work to really open up to that light that exists within us. And then we'll finish the practice with a beautiful heart meditation. So if you like these classes or this class, give it a thumbs up and comment below and share the channel and the classes with your friends. I really appreciate it, and subscribe. So let's get into something comfortable. Let's get started. Let's begin today's practice on our backs. So go ahead and extend your legs out long. You can always have the knees bent or something underneath the knees if this feels like too much on the low back. I like to give my shoulders a little lift and slide them under so my chest is nice and open. You can close your eyes here. Get comfortable. And we'll take a cleansing breath together to fully arrive. So inhale in through your nose, let your belly and chest expand. And exhale through the mouth. All the air out. And return here to just the natural cadence of your breath. Allowing yourself to fully land and arrive here on your mat. And breathing here in and out through the nostrils. Allow the breath to be natural. And soften any expression you may be holding on your face. And we're just going to create a little breath pattern here. As you inhale through your nose, you'll inhale through the pelvic floor, and the breath and the awareness will rise up the spine all the way up into the throat. And then as you exhale down from the throat. Feel your ribs, feel your belly pull in and back down and out through the pelvic floor. So continuing like this at your own pace, inhaling through the pelvic floor, letting the energy rise up the spine. And exhale, it descends. You're making the breath here as smooth as possible without forcing the breath. And the more you tune inward, the more you'll feel this light along the central channel axis of the spine. Continue like this for a few more breaths. And if you notice any interruptions or hiccups in the breath, just allow the breath to smoothen. Beautiful. Now we're going to gently bend the knees, plant the feet down onto the mat, hip width distance, heels close to your glutes, preparing for our dynamic bridge, palms face down. On an inhale, you'll press into your feet, gently engage the glutes. Weight is even on both sides of the legs. The hips lift up and the arms lift all the way up and back. Backs of the hands touch the ground behind you. As you exhale, your hips lower, your arms lower smoothly. As your arms are lowered here, your legs come together and the knees draw in. Inhale, the legs extend up to the sky and the arms lift all the way back. As you exhale, the arms lower, the knees bend, the feet back onto the mat where we started. This is our sequence. Inhale, press down with the feet, lift the hips and the arms. Feel the breath rise into the throat. As you exhale, you lower, the breath descends. Smooth breath, smooth movement. Knees in. Inhale, legs extend up, arms reach up. Can you keep the ribs knitted in? Elongating the spine, warming up the shoulders. Exhale, knees bend, arms down, feet down. Inhale, lift the hips and the arms. How fluid can you make this sequence? Exhale, you lower, knees in. Inhale, legs up, arms reach up. Exhale, knees bend, arms down, press your feet down. Inhale, hips lift, arms lift. This time your hips stay up, and as you exhale, the arms come down. Good. Stay here in your bridge, continue to breathe. There's a gentle engagement of the glutes. And just feeling the breath traveling along the spine. Inhale, it rises. And exhale, it descends. How stable can you be here? Your hands could stay down. If you want to interlace the hands behind the back, by all means. You don't need to lift super high in this bridge. You want to still find softness as you stabilize. And the next time your exhale arrives, you're going to slowly roll down upper back, mid back, low back. Release your glutes. Bring your hands behind the back of your head, interlace the fingers, rest your head in your hands, elbows stay wide. Imagine there's a seatbelt here buckling in your low belly and waist, so draw the navel in, elbows stay wide. On an inhale, we prepare. On an exhale, we lift the shoulders, elbows wide, and you crunch. And then you release. Actually, let's add the legs. So the knees are going to come to tabletop. And then exhale, we crunch. And lower. So find your rhythm and pace. The exhale is your lift, and try not to crank from the neck so your elbows stay wide. You can see them in your peripherals. So you're lifting from your shoulder blades. Moving nice and slow, feeling the whole way. Bringing some awareness to our core, to our digestion area. Just bringing in some more grounding so we're nice and stable throughout the practice. Good. Next time you're lifted, you're going to stay lifted. Of course, if this is too much on the neck, keep your head down. You're just going to hinge from the hips so that you keep the right angle of your knees. You're just going to tap your right toes down, tap, and lift, and you're alternating. Left toes tap. Keep pulling your belly in. Still breathe here. Exhale, you tap. Elbows wide. One more on each side. Now we're going to add on here with a twist. So as you tap the right toes down, your right elbow goes to your left knee. And then switch the other side. Left toes tap, left elbow, right knee. Inviting in the obliques. Take your time here. And if it's too much at any point, you can always take a break. Finishing off your last cycle so you're nice and even on both sides. You're going to release. Hug your shins in, wrap your arms around. And we're going to make our way up into tabletop. So you can either go over to one side, or you can rock and roll a few times, or just once. And we'll spread the fingers wide. Your wrists under the shoulders, knees hip width distance here. Now on an inhale, we're going to gently release the belly. The gaze may lift, tilt the pelvis. As we exhale, we're going to come back into child's, hips towards your heels, and you bow down here. Smooth breath again. Inhale, come forward to your cow. And we're alternating. We're going to tuck the toes under. Exhale, push up and back, downward facing. Here we go again. Inhale, knees come down nice and slow. Continue the inhale, cow. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, come to cow. Now how fluid can you make your breath? Maybe you close your eyes. Exhale, downward facing. Last time through. Inhale, knees come down, cow. Exhale, child's. Inhale, cow. And exhale, child, downward facing. Now stay in your downward facing. You can always bend the knees a couple times if you like to pedal it out or find stillness here. Long spine, release any excess tension in your head and your neck. Draw your awareness to your navel, breathing in and out through the belly. Wrap your upper arms around and in, broaden the upper back. Push down through your palms, your sit bones reach up and back. Beautiful. Now from here we lift the heels. Inhale, come forward to high plank. Long neck, so the chin slightly in. Exhale, downward facing. One more time. Inhale, high plank, smooth breath here. As we exhale, you can always bring the knees down, bend your elbows, come down to your belly. We'll do 3 cobras. So you're going to roll the shoulders onto the back. Inhale, smooth breath, tops the feet pressed down, heart forward and up. Exhale, down. So just gently enlivening the back body. Inhale, we rise, the breath travels into the throat. And exhale, breath descends. All the air out. Last time, inhale, rolling up. And exhale, lower down. Tuck your toes underneath. Slide your hands back a little bit. Inhale, push up, draw the belly in. And exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Steady your gaze on one point. That'll help to stabilize the mind and the breath. Fully here for your practice. We're going to lift the knees, gently bring the knees down. We're going to actually lift the right knee up. On an exhale, we're going to round the right knee towards the nose. You're going to curl in, tuck, tuck, tuck. Inhale, right leg extends back. As you exhale, shift slightly forward, bend your elbows, mini chaturanga. Push up, inhale. Exhale, knee toward your nose and round, curl in, chin in. Inhale, right leg extends back. Exhale, bend your elbows, any amount, elbows back. Push up, inhale. Exhale, step your right foot through between the hands. Come up to low lunge, thumbs back, pinkies forward, lengthen the tail down. Good, now we're going to tuck the toes under. Inhale here to prepare. As you exhale, hands swim through, engage your back leg, arms back, torso forward, wrap your shoulders onto your back. Inhale, sweep the arms up, dip your left knee down, nice and controlled. Exhale, hands through, reach to the fingers, open chest, chin in. Smooth, inhale, left knee down, arms up. Exhale, hands swim through, pausing here. Arms can stay back or you can extend the arms forward, biceps by the ears. Right hip pulls back, chin in, long spine. Find your breath. On an exhale, left hand comes down, right arm opens up, twist from your core, from your navel. Right hip stays down, shoulders softened. Breathe into your belly. Release your right hand on the inside of the right leg. Lift your hips up slightly. Skandasana to the left. So heels in, toes out. Walk your hands back. Left knee tracks in line with the left toes. Right knee towards the sky. You can stay still, or if you'd like, you can inhale and lift the hips slightly. And exhale, you lower. So you're still keeping some integrity in the legs to support you. Good, you're gonna walk your hands back, frame your right foot, all 10 toes forward. Inhale, high lunge, right hip pulls back, inner thighs magnetize, hands into prayer. Torso comes forward, reach to that back left heel. You're gonna twist to the right. Of course, you can always bring your left knee down to the mat. Left tricep hooks on the outside of the right thigh, push into the palms, chin in slightly, and then breathe through your belly here. Smooth breaths, how stable can you be? Beautiful, unravel, inhale, high lunge. And exhale, plant your palms, step back, downward facing. Let's invite in a flow. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga if that's in your practice, or come all the way to your belly. Inhale, upward facing if you're ready, or to cobra. Open the chest, shoulders back. And exhale, downward facing. Fix your gaze. Come back to the smooth breath. Bring your awareness to your navel, to your abdomen. Good, lift your heels, knees come down to the mat. Okay, lift the navel here. On an exhale, you're gonna lift your left knee and round toward your nose, tuck in. Inhale, left leg extends back. Exhale, bend your elbows, belly stays lifted. Inhale, extend the arms. Exhale, knee in, round. Inhale, left leg back extends. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, push up. And exhale, step your left foot through between the hands. Sweep the arms up, tail lengthens down, left hip down. Tuck your right toes under. Inhale to prepare. As you exhale, back leg extends, arms swim through, roll the shoulders onto the back, triceps working, chin in, long spine. Inhale, right knee comes down, arms sweep up. Exhale, extend the back leg, reach to the heel, arms swim through. One more. Smooth breath. Inhale, right knee down, arms lift. Exhale, swim through, hold here. Either arms by the sides, there's one line from the leg, torso, back of the neck, or extend the arms up, biceps by the ears, palms in, chin in. Release your hands down, right hand down, left arm twist, twist from your ribs. Shoulders soften, left hip down. Bring your awareness to your belly, so smooth breaths in and out through the abdomen. Release. Left hand on the inside of the left leg, Skandasana to the right, right heel in, toes out, knee in line with the toes. Maybe you find a gentle lift and lower on the breath, or becoming still. And let's walk the hands back, frame the left foot, all 10 toes forward, preparing for high lunge. Left hip pulls back, magnetize the inner thighs, arms up. Hands into prayer, torso comes forward, roll the shoulders onto the back, reach through your right heel. On an exhale, we twist to the left, right shoulder, or right tricep to the outside of the left thigh, press into the palms, show your heart, Gentle tuck in of the chin so the back of the neck is long. Breathe into your belly. Keep pulling your left hip back. Good, let's release. Inhale, high lunge. And exhale, plant your palms. You can move through a flow or just step back to downward facing. Let's bring our toes touch together, knees down, child's pose, bum to your heels. If your breath is still smooth and fluid here, and you'd like to come with me and add a retention on the breath, you can do so. So we'll inhale in through the belly, in through the nose. Exhale through the nose, all the air out. And just pause at the bottom of your exhale. This gentle pause between breaths. And then smoothly inhale. And exhale. Gentle pause at the bottom of the exhale. This suspension between thoughts. And when you're ready, you inhale. So continue like this if you find it useful. Good, and then let's meet back in downward facing. We're going to walk our hands to the feet, to the back of the mat. You're going to bend the knees and slowly start to roll up, your head being the last, all the way up. Roll the shoulders onto the back. Feet hip width distance apart. We're going to sit back into our chair pose, Utkatasana. Sit back, hug your shin bones back, draw the navel in, firm your outer ankles. On an exhale here, knees stay bent, dynamic chair, chest to thighs, fingertips to the ground, chin in. Again, this is about how smooth you can make your breath. Inhale up to chair. Exhale, chest to thighs, knees stay bent the whole time. Inhale, chair. So the breath rises up towards the throat. Exhale, breath travels down to the pelvic floor. Inhale, this time we're going to hold chair. Stay here for your exhale. And let's release and fold. Good. Let's interlace the hands behind the back. Roll the shoulders onto the back. Bend your knees if you need to. Relax your neck. Arms come as far forward as it feels okay. Breathing into your belly. Enjoy this beautiful shoulder opening. Gently release your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Chin in, shoulders back. Exhale, we fold. Enjoy this fold here with the legs extended. A little hamstring opener. One more inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, plant your hands down and walk them out back to downward facing. Good, let's inhale, the right leg's gonna sweep up. As you exhale, you're gonna step your right foot just towards that right wrist. Your left foot comes out to the left a little bit. I invite you to come onto 2 tracks. Warrior 1. Right knee stays bent, arms reach up. The aim is to have the hips somewhat facing towards the front, back leg strong. Open the legs a little wider if you need to for more stability. Tail is lengthening down, you zip the low belly in. Release your hands down and interlace the hands and flip the palms away. So legs stay strong here. As you inhale, you're gonna circle the hands forward, dipping it down and all the way up. You're inhaling here. Pause here. Your arms are aiming back, knit the ribs in, pull the belly in, chin slightly in. And exhale, keep the hands interlaced, your right leg extends, lower the arms down. This is our flow. We're gonna add on with some retention. Bend your right knee, scoop up, inhale. Arms back, ribs in, gentle tuck into the chin. Hold the breath at the top, just gently pause with ease. As you exhale, release the chin, extend the leg, lower the arms down. Now we're starting to find a lift and a rise in the breath and the energy. Inhale, bend your right knee, scoop up. This is really smooth, pausing at the top here. Feel the light expand in your heart space as you hold. Exhale, extend your right leg, lower your arms. One more like this. Inhale, scoop, bend your right knee, lift up, hold at the top, feeling your chest and your heart expand. Lots of light. Release your chin, exhale, lower the arms, lengthen the right knee. Release your hands, inhale, warrior one. As we exhale, we're going to extend the right leg and start to fold. So your right hip pulls back. You can keep a micro bend in your right knee if you need to. Coming all the way down to a fold. If you need blocks, this would be a good time to have them here. Releasing your head. So for this next shape, a block might be nice under your left hand. Revolve triangle. On an inhale, so the right hip's pulling back and it's like your left hip sticking out to the left. Your right arm's gonna open up, so long spine. Twisting towards the right, and exhale, you close the right hand down. Inhale, twist from the ribs, right hip back. Exhale, lower the arm down. This time we're gonna hold, inhale, open up here. Fix your gaze, continue to breathe and bring the awareness to your belly, softening the shoulders. How stable can you be and how smooth can you make your breath? Stay in the witness, so if anything is coming up for you, practicing not attaching to it or identifying with it. Stay in the witness, just observe. Lower your right hand down, folding here. Bend your right knee, inhale, warrior one. On the exhale, open up, warrior two. Right knee in line with the second and third toe, tuck your right hip under, flip your palms, reverse side stretch. So side bends are nice and enlivening, starting to uplift. And exhale, extended side angle, right forearm to right thigh, or you can catch your right ankle if you'd like. Left arm can come by your ear, fingers forward or to the sky. Tuck your right hip under, trust to lean your chest back. Good. Hand on your waist, preparing for half moon, gaze down. Fingertips forward or on a block, left foot can come in slightly. When you're ready, you lift, foot flex, tuck your right hip under, hips open. Maybe the left arm floats up. Take your expression. If you're really craving to bend the left knee and grab the left foot, you're welcome to do so, kicking your foot into your hand. Stabilize the pelvis, making sure your right toes are facing forward. We're going to bend the right knee and silently step back, warrior two. Cartwheel the hands down on an exhale and then step back. Invite in a flow here if you like. One breath per movement. Come back to the breath. Good, let's inhale and sweep the left leg up, three-legged dog, hips stay level. Exhale, step your left foot towards your left wrist. Maybe your right foot opens out to the right a little more. Heel and toes on an angle, warrior one. So back leg strong. Externally rotating your left thigh. Reach the arms up, tail lengthens down, zip the low belly in. Release your arms, interlace the fingers, palms away. Inhale, we're gonna scoop as you're leaning your torso slightly forward. Continue the inhale all the way up, arms back, ribs in, chin tucked in slightly. Exhale, arms lower, leg extends. We'll do 3 more in outer retention. Smooth breath, inhale, scoop up, bend your left knee. Hold the breath at the top in the throat, gentle tuck in of the chin, feeling the heart space enliven. Exhale, lower the arms, extend the leg. Twice more. Inhale, scoop up. Holding at the top. Exhale, belly draws in, extend the left leg, lower the arms. Last one. Inhale, scoop up. Gentle pause at the top. You want to be in a place of stability and light as you do this without causing panic. If it's too much, you don't have to do it. Exhale, release, extend the leg, lower the arms. Release your hands, inhale, warrior one. As you exhale, extend your left leg, left hip pulls back, long spine. As you start to come forward as far as you can without losing the integrity in the spine, bend the knee if you need to, and then we fold. Maybe you have blocks here. Releasing your neck. Now block under the right hand might be very helpful. Left hip is pulling back. As you do that, you find length in the spine. On an inhale, the left arm's going to open up. It's almost like you're sticking your right hip to the right. Soften the shoulders. Exhale, lower down. Twice more. Inhale, twist from the ribs. Exhale, lower. Inhale, open. Exhale, lower. Now we're gonna hold. Inhale, twisting here. Soften the shoulders, bring your awareness to your belly. We're extracting all of the good and the useful parts of our practice and of life. And this area in our tummy is this area of digestion and processing, assimilation. Good, on an exhale, we lower down. Inhale, high lunge, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two, open up. Flip your left palm, reverse your warrior, enliven the left side body as you inhale. And then next exhale, extended side angle, left forearm to left thigh, right arm up, or left hand wraps around your left ankle, maybe right arm extends forward, left glute tucking under. As your chest opens, soften the shoulders. Bring your right hand to your right waist, preparing for half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Gaze forward, hands forward. Walk your back foot in if you need to. And extending both legs. Really tuck your left glute under, stabilize the pelvis, open the chest. Maybe you bend your right knee, grab that foot if you want to. Left toes are pointing forward. When you're ready, your left knee bends. Step back, warrior two. Stay for your exhale. And we'll cartwheel, last flow here. Either step back to downward facing or invite in your flow. Downward facing. Good. Let's lift the heels, bring the knees down. And we're going to slide the knees back a little bit and bend your elbows, come onto your belly. Slide your props away. So you're going to need some space here for the arms to swim up. So hands on the low back, tops of the feet pressed down. Now on an inhale, we're going to swim the right arm all the way up, lift the chest, chin in, the left leg lifts, so opposite arm and leg. As you exhale, swim that right arm back down, left leg lowers, bring your left ear down to the mat. Inhale, left arm swims up, right leg lifts, head center, chin in. Exhale, lower the limbs, right ear down. Smooth breath, inhale, right arm swims up, left leg lifts. Exhale, left ear down. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale, lower right ear down. One more full round, enlivening the back body. Inhale, we lift. Doesn't matter how high you go. Exhale, left ear down. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale, right ear, lower. And let's come into locust. Interlace the hands behind you, forehead down. Roll the shoulders on the back, extend the elbows. On an inhale, so your pubic bone is down, lift the belly, lift the chest, lift the forehead. Continue to breathe here. Arms can lift off the body if you really want to. Point your toes and lift the legs. It's not about how high you go. Think length. Gentle tuck in of the chin, back of the neck long. Smooth breath. Exhale, you release. Bring your hands by your chest. Just going to gently push up. Come back to child's pose. Let your sit bones be heavy. Beautiful. Let's come onto our bum and take the legs forward. Scoot yourself up a little bit. We're going to come into a twist. So bend your left knee, cross your right foot to the outside of the left thigh. So seated twist. You can always extend your left leg long if you need to, or sit up on a block. Right hand down, inhale, left arm extends up. As we exhale, you can hug your right knee in, or you can hook your left tricep. And the collarbones stay open as you twist to the right. The crown of your head is over the base of the spine. So you can invite in this rhythm of inhaling and gently easing off. As you exhale, there's a twist, and you're twisting from your belly. Bring your awareness to your core, to your abdomen. It's a very neutralizing shape. And as we exhale, counter stretch over to the left. And we'll do a simple switch to the other side. So right leg down, left foot to the outside of the right thigh. Both sit bones are down. Left hand behind you as your kickstand. Right arm in, reaches up, inhale. Exhale, hug the left knee or hook and twist to the left. Crown over the base of the spine, collarbones open. Maybe as you inhale, you gently ease off. And the exhale, there's a gentle rinsing and a twist. Awareness in the abdomen. As you exhale, there's a counter stretch over to the right. And back to center. If there's not enough space for you behind, just scoot yourself up, knees bent, feet down, arms in front of you. Maybe you have a block in your hands, maybe not. You may or may not need it. Just slowly roll down. Really round so you can feel each vertebra, each part of your spine, lower back included, touch the ground. Nice and slow. Good. Now we're going to move into shoulder stand. If you don't want to do shoulder stand, that's all right. Just take your legs up to the sky. You can always use a strap if your hip flexors or hamstrings are really tight, or you can lift your hips up and come onto a block on your tailbone, legs up, or you can come with me to shoulder stand. Head stays center. Lift your hips up, catch your hands to your low back, and rather than being in the Ashtanga version of everything stacked, have the legs slightly on an angle here, making sure the back of the neck is not touching the mat. So your head is touching, the top of the spine is, but that space between the neck, the back of the neck, there's a natural curve. Breathe into your belly. If you're in shoulder stand and you want to bring the legs behind you, you can always do that, toes to the ground, or just bend the knees for plow, halasana. If you're in plow, you can keep your hands at your low back to support you, or hands on the ground. Or if you want to try, hands to your calves or ankles, you can slowly roll down. If you're on a block and legs are extended in the sky, you can stay there. For those who are in shoulder stand, let's take fish pose for a counter stretch. But you can also take fish pose if you didn't do shoulder stand. So the knees bent, feet down, lift your hips up. Hook the thumbs behind your back body, palms facing down, and then walk your shoulders and forearms in underneath as close as possible. Rest your back body on your arms, extend your legs. Make sure you don't have a ponytail or a bun in your hair. And then shift your weight onto your elbows, crown of the head towards the mat. Make sure that you're not dumping your weight on your head or neck, that you're supporting yourself here. Smooth breath. When you're ready, with so much care, you release. Release your arms. And whatever shape you're in, you're going to bring your feet back down onto the mat, remove your props. Let your arms open up into a T, palms flipped up. Giving yourself a moment here to just feel. You're going to extend your left leg long onto the mat. Right knee comes in, a simple gentle twist over to the left. You can hold your left hand to your right thigh. And if you want, you can start to just gently sway your head in this twist here from one side to the other. Just release any residual tension in the neck and also in the low back. And then you could decide where you want to rest your head. Beautiful. Gently release back to center. Lift and lower your hips, level them out. Right leg extends long, left knee in. And then guide your left leg over to the right. Maybe you play with inviting in the exploration of your neck. Eventually finding a home for your head. Softening the left shoulder. And let's release back to center. Lift and lower your hips, knees in toward you. Give yourself a nice hug. Maybe you come into a tiny ball, nose toward your knees, to a little seed. As you exhale, extend out into Savasana. Now make the effort to get real comfortable. And closing your eyes, releasing any effort of your breath. Let your whole body and being rest and feel supported by the earth and the ground beneath you. There's nothing left for you to do here. But to receive your practice. And allow the energy within you to organize itself into balance, harmony, and coherence. As you lay and rest here in this ultimate state of receivership, go deeper into your experience and allow yourself to bathe in your light. Noticing what it feels like to be at home in the center of your multi-dimensional being. And know that you always, always have access to this. You can begin your return by deepening your breath. And starting to bring movement back to your body however you wish. Maybe you reach your arms up for a nice big stretch. Invite your knees in, give yourself a good hug. Rolling to one side. Pause here for a moment. Take a couple of deep breaths in your upper back. And then we'll lift ourselves up and prepare for meditation. I invite you to prop your hips up if that's more comfortable, either on a block, a blanket, a bolster. You can even lean yourself on the wall or sit in a chair as long as the spine is upright. So feeling your sit bones connected to the earth. Inviting in a nice tall spine, softening the shoulders. Your palms could be flipped up or down, or you can even bring a mudra in, thumbs touching your pointer finger, either down or up. Closing your eyes. Feeling a gentle lift in the collarbones. And just notice yourself breathing. Feel the space your body is occupying. Feeling the space around your body. Bring your awareness to your breath. Soft breath in and out through the nose. As you inhale, the breath and the awareness ascends from the pelvic floor all the way up the spine into the throat. And as you exhale, the breath and the awareness descends back down. So on the inhale, the breath and the energy travels to the pelvic floor, rising up the spine, energizing each and every energy center. And as you exhale, it descends and cleanses from the throat, the heart, the solar plexus, the sacrum, and the pelvic floor. Continue like this, and how smooth can you make your breath? Now let's invite in a gentle pause at the top of the inhale. So as you inhale, the energy rises along the spine. And you hold it at the top of the inhale, and a gentle tuck in of the chin. It's super slight, so the energy doesn't stimulate the mind. Holding here. And as you exhale, the chin gently releases and the air and the energy travels down. Continue like this. As you smoothly inhale, you hold the breath at the top of the inhale, gentle tuck in of the chin. When you're ready to exhale, you release the chin. The energy descends. Continue like this with equal length inhales and exhales. Building the energy in the heart. And as you inhale and you gently pause at the top, bring your attention to your heart. And a brilliant ray of light. You feel this ray of light. And when you're ready, you exhale and release. And as you inhale, bring your energy and your awareness into your heart, gentle pause, and another brilliant ray of light reveals itself to you. And you exhale. Continuing like this. And eventually, in your chest, there are hundreds of rays of light. And release the technique. Just continue with your smooth breath. Rest your awareness in your heart. Infinite capacity for love and compassion. And as you rest in your heart, you feel this ball of energy radiating, and it touches everyone and everything around you. You are completely absorbed in this light. Because that light is you, and you are that light. Rest here for about another minute. When you are ready, begin to deepen your breath. We are about to transition out of the meditation. Just notice as you transition, keep this peaceful awareness. Slight bowing of the chin as you deepen the breath. Bring your palms to touch in front of you and briskly rub the hands together, creating warmth. Release your hands and cup them over your eyes, enlivening your senses, feeling this warmth and radiance beaming through your hands, enlivening you. Bring your palms to touch. And we close our practice here. Thank you so much for your trust and for sharing your practice with me. Namaste.